saying
If you
something
want.
intelligent or what?
Well, I'll ask the question if you want.
I'm just looking at numbers. 9 for 41. I can remember a game back in NAIA days where we were 4 for 40. So I guess this isn't worse for better shot from three. But I think give Vanderbilt a lot of credit. I thought they had a really good game plan, defensively. I thought our team, I thought it showed a little bit the advantage of playing the game versus not playing the game in the first half. We didn't play loose, we didn't shoot good, we didn't make excuse good. Our defense isn't as good as Marquette's, but they obviously knew how important it was not to turn the ball over like they had against Marquette in the first game. They took care of the basketball. They didn't give us easy looks. But I thought we fought great in the second half. I'm encouraged. We're going to shoot the ball much better than that. I don't have any questions about that. So I'm not, least of all, I'm not worried about 9 for 41. Like I told you, we were 1 for 18 in the first half. If we were 7 for 18 in the first half, which is not really very good for us, we would have been leading at halftime. Obviously, we have about 15. That seems like a funny thing to say, but if we shoot like we normally shoot, and they deserve a lot of credit. They made it tough, and we took some quick ones, but we're going to be all right.
At any point, did you think about asking the guys to stop shooting threes for a little while and maybe?
What would we do if we didn't shoot threes?
I don't know. You have the answer.
I don't know what we were. So what were we in the second half? We were 8 for 23 in the second half against a pretty good defensive team. That's 35%. We're probably going to shoot 38 or 39%. We beat them in the second half playing the way that we play. So I thought we shot some quick ones. I thought we didn't make them work defensively at times. No question about that. But too much of what we do is based around Evan inside and shooting around him. And Vanderbilt made both of those options tough tonight. Totally giving them credit. They made it tough. He's got to go. He's a 7-1 guy. One-on-one. He's awfully good. You saw a lot of good moves in there, but that's a tough assignment.
Evan, first possession, you went right at Cornette. Was that by design? You were trying to send a message early there?
I don't think it was a play. I think we were seeing if they were going to double, right?
No, it was the toss play.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's by design. Just feel it out a little bit. And
it's just a play where Evans dribbling for a handoff, and you hope that we fake him out, and they go for the handoff, and he can drive by and get a layup. And Cornette didn't go for it, so and then he just spun on her and went after him.
Evan, does their height and length make it tougher to shoot? Does it make you have to get things off at angles? Maybe you're not used to getting things off normally?
I mean, yeah, he had 3 blocks. I mean, it felt like he had about 15, but I mean, like you say, he's 7'1", I don't know, maybe 6'7". So, I mean, that height difference is big, and his arms are long. And I mean, he was the top block. We had the top block shot totals in the SEC last year, so which isn't a bad league. So, I mean, he's really good, and he played really well tonight, I thought.
And then at one point there, you guys 5 field goals in a row or 3-pointers, got it down 4. How confident were you guys at that point?
I mean, I think we always play confident. I mean, it's not like we expect to come out here and go 9 for 41 from 3. I mean, I would expect any of those guys who went 0 for 5 to go 4 for 5 on any given night. And just tonight wasn't the night. So I don't think we ever lost confidence because we obviously kept shooting them. So it was just one of those nights, I guess.
Coach, Dylan played quite a bit, but he still only took 5 shots. He's a guy. Would you like to do more from him in terms of offensive aggression?
Yeah, I think eventually we will get it. I think he's still in a little bit of he was a role player mode last year, and I think he's got to understand that he's a little bit more important part of what we do offensively. But I kind of like the fact that he's going to let the game come to him. If we did anything wrong tonight, it was trying to force too many things. When teams are playing you tough defensively, you get out of your game, and you start trying to make things happen that you're not very good at. And we did too much of that, I think. Go ahead.
You've coached against Bryceburg before, that kind of defensive effort, what you would expect from a team of his?
Well, this is a really different, team. They had a very good team at Valpo last year, very good defensive team, but we actually scored the ball pretty well against them, particularly in the second game when we beat them. But they didn't have a guy, they had a big guy, but he couldn't guard Evan like Cornette can guard Evan. And, you know, I don't think I'm giving any secrets away. If teams have a guy that big that can affect him that much, and they can just play him one-on-one and stay out in our shooters, it's gonna make those threes tougher. And if he's, you know, he was 6 for 15, he's normally he's normally better than 9 for 15. He's normally better than 10 for 15, frankly. So, I don't think we're gonna face many guys that are gonna alter his shots as easily as Cornette did, so. And, you know, you ask about that, I believe that when we cut to 4, Fisher Davis made that really, really tough shot, and, that was the biggest shot of the game, without a doubt. Guarded, and his face, fall away, three-pointer, changed the momentum in the building.
Coach, what do you think about Bryce Drew and what he can do here at Vanderbilt?
You know, I think he's, first of all, I mean, I coached against him when he was a player. He's a great player. He comes from a family full of, I mean, he's lived it, breathed it. He understands the game. He knew how to play the game. You know, in this league at Vanderbilt, it's, can you recruit good enough guys to compete with people that are going to try to lead? I think he'd be a really good recruit. I think he's a really, really nice, decent guy. I think he's, when he gets all of his kids in here, then we'll see. But you know, I think it's in some ways it's a tough job, but it has great tradition. Basketball means a lot here, and but boy, at that level, it's an awful lot about recruiting.
Evan, Coach mentioned you guys, this is your first game. Were you antsy waiting through the weekend and watching as a bunch of other people were playing games? I mean, was that tough to wait to this point?
Yeah, I mean, I think we were supposed to play on Friday, but I mean, I guess we were the last team to play too, so knowing that everybody else played, it was just kind of like, okay, when it's finally our turn. And he said in the locker room, like, you just saw what a team was like when they've already played a game. You could tell. I mean, they only had 14 turnovers. They had like 26 the first game, so they've already cut down on that. So, I mean, it was tough, but, you know.
Yeah, we had a game scheduled in Florida. It was with Florida, and they needed somebody to play badly on the day we moved the Florida game to, which is next Monday. And, yeah, it's Monday. It's just coming Monday. And then it was so late we couldn't get a replacement game. So that's not good. We sit around and wait long enough to play. Another 4 days is tough.
Coach, what do you see from Austin at the point guard position? This is what, the second year of starting point guard?
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what I like the most in looking at this stat sheet is he didn't have any turnovers. I think we needed Austin to get better defensively on the ball, and we needed him to cut his turnovers in half. He's a great passer. Made 6 assists tonight. He's a much better shooter than 1 for 6 from 3. We're just not. We weren't a good offensive team tonight, no matter who's out there in a lot of ways, but we're just not. We don't click like we do when Austin's in the game. Kevin had a tough game. Kevin McClain had a tough game tonight. But I think we'll see. I think you'll see we'll have two very different kind of point guards. It'll be nice to have those two guys out there play a really different style of basketball. He's more of a scorer. He's more of a penetrator. Hard for him to get all the way to go and score with a guy like Cornette in there to defend.